play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. 23 yards on the play.
While sometimes it doesn't appear like much, the out route can be very dangerous when you throw it to a guy like Julio Jones. If you try and undercut it, he can turn into a big play. But the reason he's able to get it so often is because of his ability to push people deep, and they have to respect that.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Ryan on 2nd down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know?
Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the 2nd quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Carr now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. A right side catch by Crabtree. And for that man, Crabtree just finished his 8th NFL season. Of course, the first 6 in San Fran, last 2 with the Raiders. Barely topped the 1,000-yard mark, but he did 1,003 this season.
It's been interesting to watch the career arc of Michael Crabtree, because you remember when he came out of college, came out of Texas Tech, he was seen as a pure #1 receiver. Many thought he was going to be a future All-Pro. But he settled in as the #2 guy in Oakland, and I think that's been great for him. Taking the pressure off of Amari Cooper and making plays himself.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that'll move them back within 6 now. So they're still down, but they are able to salvage 3 here heading into the lockers.
This is what you work on from the beginning of training camp. Heading into the half, put some points on the board. No matter what the score says at that point, you've accomplished what you set out to do.
Okay, well, so much for the halftime report here. A guy can't even finish his Snickers. We're going to get right to the 3rd quarter. Let me spit this out. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the 2nd half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And quickly, they get to the line. Simple slant route and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. Walford's got it. Complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 13 yards there on the pickup. And that'll be good for an Oakland first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. On the tackle that time, Tyson Jackson. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On second down, here's Carr. And he whips that one incomplete there. They were trying to get it to DeAndre Washington. And now it's third down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. And with that penalty, the offense in a tough spot here, 3rd and 13. Shotgun now for Carr. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. So he makes the grab and the change move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time right. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Andre Holmes that time. And that'll bring up second down.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Now a second down run for Murray. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Cooper was the target there, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, off goes Carr, and on is Sebastian Janikowski. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Janikowski bangs it through, and that will bring the deficit back down to 3. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. Now, after the made field goal, here's Sebastian Janikowski to kick it away. Here's Weems to return. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Little lull in the action here to go over an offseason storyline that's kind of interesting. L.A. a couple years ago, they have no teams, and now they're going to have two with the move from San Diego to L.A. What does that mean for the league? And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jonathan Babineau in there to get him for a loss of 5. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
One receiver to the left is Cooper. Now Carr throwing on second down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Throwing his Carr on third down. Flushed out right. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Shift together here from the D-line. Freeman again, a first down carry. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. He's brought down that time by a couple of Raiders.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On second down, Ryan. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I got to get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Here's Matt Bosher now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They come out here in the eye. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Carr to throw on second down. Brought in by Walford, right side. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Right, here we go.
From the gun now on third down, Carr. He finds Roberts, complete. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Now Carr throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down, and that's complete to Walford. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
Carr now on 1st down. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. 12 yards on the pickup. Good enough for an Oakland 1st down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Throw left side to the tight end, Walford. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Clive Walford, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Sebastian Janikowski on for the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
A dime look defensively for the Raiders on 3rd down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there. He's back to throw, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Here we go. It's Ryan on fourth down. And this is Gabriel on the catch. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open. Now
whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Back to throw. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow. So how many practices have we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there?
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. They have the football. They're looking good, but the lead is just 2. So any mistake in a field goal can beat you. They got to be careful.
And that's where it gets difficult, because you don't want that to leak into your thinking. You want to play like, hey, we've got the advantage. We can close this out. Don't play from fear, and they can.
Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front, creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Ryan heads down to a knee, and that should wrap this one up.